Terribly sorry, everyone. I'm sitting here thinking we were live playing the intro music, but here we go. We are live now. You've caught there. You've missed me going about the place turning all the stuff on, but we are here and we are live, and it is the return of Sorare Game Weeks. We're finally finished with the World Cup. Messi done the job, done the business, has cemented himself as the greatest of all time. GOAT. So, guys, I have had the most disappointing game week I think I could have possibly had. Celtic had a great result. My unique brought in 100. You know the stuff. But we couldn't play any of them. But this week, Celtic are at home in Livy. There's not much else on. And I should have my pick of the litter with my OP cards. So, in the live stream today, we've got some lineup builder stuff to do. We'll be talking Celtic predicted 11s. We'll be deploying teams and all that good stuff. I've got a reward to open. Maybe, probably. Yeah, I've got 2 rewards, a common and unlimited to open, so we'll get to that as well. And I've got NBA lineups to build for tonight as well. We'll be doing that. And yeah, we'll be doing all the game week stuff, guys. It's proper game weeks. We've got NBA, we've got football, all that stuff. I was just catching the Sorare Data Strategy show before coming on, and I've got to say I had a wee chuckle when I heard Laird saying that this was a dead game week coming in. Not for me, buddy. Not for me. This is going to be a huge game week. And thanks to everyone that is joining us live. We'll be dropping fist bumps on arrival for everyone who is joining us live, of course. If you haven't already, make sure you catch out the latest episode of the End Product Podcast. Me and Stishy Boy were joined by Channy Sports. I was on John Nellis's Drunkcast on Friday as well, or Thursday, I forget what day it was. That was an absolute riot as well. I had a great time. If you haven't checked that out, it's on the John Nellis Sorare channel on YouTube. And I think there's been tons of tutorial content for stuff that's like for new people, but also there's a lot of stuff wrapped in there as well that's for everyone and anyone that's still kind of learning their ropes and cutting their teeth on the platform, as it were. And earlier today as well, we've finished up with the Global Cup. So I announced on Twitter all the winners of all the prizes. And I sent out 40 direct offers for all the card giveaways that we had. Thanks to the lovely donations from yourselves for the National Series cards, as well as 20 limiteds of my own possessions have been gifted out to the FC Barcelona Foundation, the members of the channel that make all the content extra special and extra amazing. So yeah, thanks to all involved. We'll be doing some more private league stuff, and we'll be getting back up to running with that. And I've got some amazing ideas on how to implement all that, and how we can all have a lot of fun engaging in the private leagues for the new season starting. I'll be working on all that but over the next week or two, and we'll probably launch that in the beginning of the year. So if you enjoy the content, you enjoy the giveaways and all that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like on the video, and all that good stuff so that you stay apprised of developments at Quinny 3001 Studios or Sorare TV Studios or, whatever. We had a new episode of Looking Up with Laird. It went out yesterday, so you might have missed it. So it wasn't the usual schedule time. That was my bad. But Laird, Sam Ty, the football guy, and Harry Trades, they're all back in action. That's on Sorare TV. That went out yesterday. Feel free to check that out at your own discretion. And otherwise, yeah, let's jump into the live chat and we'll get some fist bumps. So we've got Sam D, Batman Abs, Ryan Wilkinson, John Andrews, Surface to Air Missile, long time no see, my man, Ben Harwood, Santa's Boys, Jonathan Gargi, Dylan Reuter, Mohammed Ibrahim, good to see you. Ugo Gallo, John Andrews, partially dead game week. Partially dead. Matt McCann, Cole Reed, fist bump, good to see you. Anyone got any recommendations for a decent price limited keeper struggling so bad? SMB, let him spin, good to see yous. And yeah, we're all getting stuck in there with the goalkeeper task that's been set in the chat there. So we've got a lot to get through tonight, guys. We've got a lot of teams to build, and we've got, I don't know, do we reflect on the Global Cup? Do we have a wee look back and think about what an amazing time we had and all that good stuff? So I'm just going to fix the screen a bit here, so it's just a wee bit. Now, I've also tried my best, guys, to make I've actually been messing about and stuff. So let me just trial something out here. So I've got hybrid here with the fist bump. I've got this box here. How do I go into the chat? Yeah, I don't think this works. So I've tried to get it. So I've had it on an old system, but I've tried it with this new system to get your comments to pop up actually on screen as well. So I wonder if I maybe highlight it. Does that help? So sorry, I'm just trying to test it out. Yeah, it seems to be working. I'll need to try it again. I wonder if I try pop-out chat. No, I can't do pop-out chat with this. Live chat. Okay, cool. So I think if I'm in the live chat, does that help? No. Okay. I'll mess with that about later, guys. I was just wanting to try and get your comments back on screen because the comments make the content for me. It increases my enjoyment of making the stuff, you know. And I'm sure and I hope that it increases your enjoyment of actually watching the videos and staying in with the live chats and contributing as well. Because when you see your name up in lights and you see your comment on screen, I always think that's a good one. So yeah, I don't even really know where to start, guys. There's a bunch of you here. Thanks very much. Everyone, please do drop a like on the stream. Just helps more people find the content. And the more people that find and enjoy the content, the better, we hope. I'm just going to put myself over here. Right, so let's start with rewards. That's kind of fun, isn't it? So in the last game week, despite having no Celtic cards, guys, this was super close. Before the World Cup final, I was like 15th or something with a one-man team. Or I had a one-man DNP. Move this over here so you can see Gordon got a 57. But it wasn't to be, unfortunately. And otherwise, my limited cards finally showed up in a big way in this World Cup, and I managed to pull a prize. No thanks to Fuzato, my goalkeeper. He scored 2 points. I'm just going to make my screen a bit smaller, actually, so it's just getting in the way here. Yeah. Sarace, Gagrera, Moliero, all turned up finally, which was great to see. Suleiman started, but doesn't really have much of an AA presence. So we're getting a tier 3 limited out of that. That's all we're picking up, unfortunately. But it's definitely better than a kick in the balls. It looks like we're getting a tier 2 common out of the Global Cup as well. So I'm actually going to be quite interested to see if this common is going to come out as a national team card that they will later convert, or if it's already been converted. So without any further ado, I guess we'll just open this up and see what we get. So we've got a tier 2 common. He's Dutch. He's a forward. He plays for Toulouse. Taj Dalinga. I don't know how they get away with awarding me this guy, because there's no way he was in the Global Cup. But hey-ho. Maybe he's the Bergwijn replacement or something. Okay, tier 3 limited for finishing 169th and 2nd Division Europe with my 2nd Division Europe cards is English. That's a good start. Midfielder, that's fine. Watford, that's cool if he plays. Dan Gosling, we've heard of him. I'm just not too sure that old Danny boy, former Everton stalwart midfielder, is still really pulling trees up these days. Yeah. He's not really doing too much, is he? He's probably not of much use to us. And yeah, it's recent. Yeah, we're not too excited about Dan Gosling. But we'll throw him into the pile with the rest of them. And along with this little common that we're never going to look at, we now have some new recruits. But as we come into this game week, guys, this is probably why there's a bunch of these here. So I want to know what I think about Celtic, I'm sure. And the prospects against Livingston, as well as where teams are going and all that good stuff. And there's a bunch he's helping out here with the cheap goalkeeper stuff, so I love that. John Andrews enjoyed the World Cup and the slight break, but ready to get back stuck into it. Full-blown SO5. That's the exact same sentiment I think we're all sharing across the SO5 sphere. And for me, like for this game week, we've got 16 hours left or so. I've got 5 teams allotted. But if we start off just by looking at what games there actually is here, there's not very many. So we've got Aberdeen playing Rangers, which means we're all Aberdeen fans this game week. Celtic at home to Livy. 1 game in the Championship, which is Coventry, who are fully licensed. They're at home to West Brom. And then we've got some Chinese teams who, again, there's maybe just some cards that have transferred over there that have, like, you know, are available on the platform. But these divisions and teams are not covered. So it is going to be really Aberdeen, Celtic, maybe some Livy cards will get played. I know there's a few Rangers cards on the platform, but outside of Tillman, I wouldn't be excited about playing any of them. And yeah, so I don't think there's going to be much here. Should be a free run at it as far as the Celtic cards go. And I've already deployed some cards and whatever already. But when I come over to the lineup builder, the one thing that does kind of rain on my parade here, as it were. Let me see, how much more can I zoom in on this? Is this better? Yeah, we can see nicely on this, can't we? You can see everything? Yeah, you can see everything. Beautiful. So I've only got 1 playing goalkeeper for limited and even at rare level. And it's just a pair of Joe Harts, basically. So the decision I've got, and this is probably a great thing for a lot of you guys out there, who, when everything's playing, maybe you're in this position as well. Or for anyone who is looking to get started, might be some sort of kind of insight into just the inner workings of deployment a team and the kind of the thought process that you go through. Now, the first thing that really upset me about all the Celtic stuff not getting covered in match day 7, the final match day of the Global Cup, is that primarily How do I go back in? Can I go into this from here? So, how do we leaderboards? There we go. I can't see the prize pools for things I've not entered, but which is a bit tricky. But in the All-Star Super Rare prize pool, my whole the leaderboard's gone now. It'll be on Sorare data, I'm sure. I wonder who. Let's have a look and see what they actually won. Right. So there was a Star Super Rare available in match day 7. Where am I looking? Game stacks, matchup rankings. All-Star Super Rare. Team Bambi on 437. Now, my Celtic team would have done a minimum of 470. So I would have won this division and I would have collected a Star Super Rare. Now, if we check out Bambi, who's got his Star Super Rare here, let's see. Let's have a look at Bambi and see if... oh, no. I don't want to click on that, do we? We want to click on his actual name. So we click on his actual name and this is what we get. I want to see his actual... Yeah, right. I'll maybe better going on to Sorare for this. I want to see what he won. Team Bambi. Nope, that's not him. Team... Oh, sugar. Team Bambi. There we go. Let's see. What Star Super Rare did he pick up today? Adam Hlozik. Now, do you know what? I wouldn't have been that buzzing to win that. But that's a nice profile. Under 23 Super Rare striker. I wouldn't have minded that. But I definitely wouldn't have been excited. In the last game week, it was Mbappe that got pulled. And coming into this, coming into this midweek, right? I don't expect there to be a Star Super Rare, right? Because there is only like 3 or 4 games. Why is it not showing me the prize pools? There was only tier 2. Maybe they're changing it. There was only tier 2s and tier 3s available. So I'm really hopeful for the weekend that we get those stars back in action because that's the reason. Yeah, this is annoying. I wonder why this is not showing. I'm going to try and open a new window and see if that gets us to see what we want to see. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? The prize pool is just not loading. Is that happening for anyone else? Let me know. But anyway, there's only tier 2s and stuff like that, which does annoy me. And I hope at the weekend we get Star Super Rares back in. Because again, with my unique, who I've assembled this team, and you've kind of seen it already. I've played it in All-Star. I don't want to show you all the teams, yeah. You keep the show going, as they say, But the McGregor and these Super Rares, they've only been bought by me to win high-end Super Rares. And I would have won. I would have won the Hlozik. I would have won it. And there's a bit of ETH that goes along with that as well. Yeah, Fraser Mack is confirming that they are bugging out. I hope that they're jacking them up to fuck so that us Celtic players who got screwed out of definite victories at this point, if you had McGregor, are getting reconciliated for that. It's a tricky one, yeah. So they are. So maybe we'll check back on that as the stream goes. But when I come into lineup builder, the first thing I'm trying to weigh up is what prizes I want to win, because I'm only going to have 2 5-man efforts, one at limited, of course, and one at rare, super rare, rare pro. I could really play it in any of those divisions. But when I look at, so if all the prize pools are a bit bugged, and I'm not too excited to go and run through them all with you, but in All-Star, we've got 3,500 entries. I don't know how many of them will actually be credible. Yeah, we can't see any of this, man. So yeah, TBC on the quality of cards, right? But the FC Barcelona strategy, the philosophy that we always run with is All-Star, because we always want to win the best cards available, win the most amount of ETH available from any podium should we get there, that kind of thing. So I think for Limited, it kind of goes without saying we'll be playing All-Star Limited. But when it does come, and I'm actually quite annoyed that I don't have this to go through with you now, because I was really looking forward to getting your input. So an All-Star Rare, bearing in mind I've got all the best Celtic players. There's 50 cards available, 1,700 entrants in there. We can't even see how many cards. I think there is only 1 star rare available in All-Star Rare, and that is for finishing first. Whereas in Under 23 Pro, I think we get the podium on stars, but there is only 10 cards available, and there's super rares to come into this equation. Maybe one of them plays in China, maybe a bit broken or something. So for Rare and Rare Pro, like I'm a wee bit, I don't know if I want to play my 5 cards there. And that's why I've ultimately ended up going for All-Star. There's 54 entries there now, but because of the amount of teams and whatever playing, I'm fairly confident that this should be riding right high in amongst it. It is very difficult for me to really do this right now at the 11th hour as I like to do, because the prize pools are hidden from us. Sorare data still have some details here for us, which is cool. But yeah, I feel kind of lost, guys. I normally like to go into the prize pools and open up and look at what cards are there, but they're obviously in the process of optimizing that to some extent, whether that means nerfing it or making it better. But I think Greg Taylor's on for a start, and what I've ended up doing when I've built this team is, like, I've obviously got all these forward options for Celtic. Let me just filter by super rare for this division. I could play Hatate as a forward, I could play Dyson, I've got Giakoumakis, I've got Kyogo. There's a lot of question marks over these different guys, over who'll start and what position and how many minutes they'll get and all that kind of thing. But I'm just kind of opting for the one with the least risk, which is Kyogo. Now, normally what I would do is I would double up with Dyson, maybe even Giakoumakis, but I'm going to go for the Rio Hatate defender card as the final piece in here, because I do think that we're good to get a clean sheet. I do think Rio's in good form. And I think, the defender card for Rio could be the one to play this game week, coupled alongside McGregor. Vice-captain should get 90 minutes. McGregor will get 90. And Kyogo should start. And if he doesn't, I'm not that affected anyway. So I think that's the kind of play that I'll be running for with that. But then what that leaves me with is a really interesting kind of situation with the amount of players I have likely to feature, maybe even start, but without a playing goalkeeper. And what I've opted to do is actually get into under 23 and put a 4-man team in there. Now, there's not that much available in terms of star quality. There's not that many entrants. But with the team that I'm able to assemble, Jota should start. I know what you're saying. Why is Jota in this team? I'm playing Rare Heart and All-Star Super Rare, so I cannot play another Rare there. And I have no team that will have a goalkeeper outside of that. So what I've basically came to the conclusion of is Jens might start. And if he doesn't, he won't play. But he might start. And I don't have any other options. But Scales will play. Haxa should feature. Jota should start. So maybe we captain Jota till I die. In under 23s, maybe I get a bit of luck. And then we'll all start. Again, it's the same kind of strategy, but in midfield, we're pulling in Tam. Big Tam Rogic, who's away to Coventry for West Brom. The Wizard of Oz is back in great form. We've went with Rio for safety. We've went with Kyogo. And we've went with Taylor. Other options I would have that could come into this, I could play Rio up front, who's probably safer, and then drop Kyogo for somebody who is just as risky. Somebody like Forrest, Maeda, Moy. I could play any of those guys. I could even bring in Jota or Haksabanovic. But for this team that has no goalkeeper, I don't think that's a risk. I don't think it's an optimal risk worth taking. So I'm just going to stick with these guys in here. And then for Limited, I managed to do this a little bit differently. So with All-Star Limited, again, I made this decision recently and it actually worked out in my favour. But I'm just putting all my Champion Edition cards together because it looks cool as fuck. Ralston will definitely start. I think Abada does start. But either way, Abada features and he's always dangerous for a decisive. And then, again, same copy and paste for the rest of these guys. So, it's a lovely team. I'd love to see it finish first. I think it'd be very romantic, very SO5 romantic, as well as Celtic, of course. And it just takes out some of the headaches. So I'll just put all the guys that match together. And then what that leaves me with is for Challenger is a nice little 4-man slot of some of the other guys. Vickers will play, and I know you're like, why are you playing Vickers over Abada and over Ralston or something? Nah. We'll just stick him in here with Rio, Haxa and Maeda, and maybe that 4-man effort can do something as well. Because of the way I expect to see the game going, I could see Ralston outscoring Vickers. And if Abada gets a decisive or something, then that's easier than if Vickers was to get booked or something. Maybe that annoys me. Net Jules won and lost. That thing can change on us as well. It's a bunch easier, guys. I've kind of ran through my football teams and what I think I'm going to be doing this game week. There's not going to be much on. I probably will catch some live action for Celtic because of the teams that we've got going out. Like, I do really expect to be winning 3 or 4 cards if I get enough guys on the pitch and enough things go the way I would expect them to. And I'm hoping that this really kickstarts the post-World Cup, the post-international period for us. So, wish me luck with the Celtic and a wee bit of Aberdeen there with Liam Scales plays that we've got going on this week. I'm going to take a wee pause for the cause and see what you guys are saying in the live chat. Enjoyed the World Cup and sleep. Oh, yeah, I've caught up with that. Vamos muchachos, vamos muchachos, says Hugo Gallo, my man. Fist bump, thanks very much for that. Cole Reed, oh, you're talking about the wee goalkeeper guy, that's cool. Yeah, he's all talking about goalkeepers. Tier 2 podium, Tier 3 for the top 5 and All-Star. Yeah, I knew it was kind of rubbish. Some of the Tier 2s look okay, but I do think the actual cards to be won in Challenger could be better. But again, I'm thinking if I'm getting on the podium, it's good. I'm accepting it's probably going to be a shit card, and I'm just after maximum ETH payout, you know. Dylan Rutter has got prize pool showing. Duran De Boer ended in the top 2,500 in essence and got a great calendar. Miami goalkeeper. I think he was a very big like cult hero last season, so I'd probably hang on to him if you have any need or want for him. Yeah, I can actually I can do like Surface, no problem. We can do a proper predicted 11. What I'll do is I'll cross-reference this with Play Sharper, because I think maybe Russ has been over here and maybe updated it, so I might even match up with what he's got. Oh, that's the wrong one. So let's see. What does Russ have? Yeah, I go with this team. This is exactly the team I think that's going to start. I would not be surprised to see this right wing spot could be Abada, Maeda, or Haksabanovic. I'm probably going to lean. I'm not going to lean on any side, actually. It's a three-way coin toss. Starfelt, Jens, that's a coin toss for me. But otherwise, I think this is the team that starts. I don't think... yeah, maybe... The right wing is the only question mark in centre-back, really. But for me, otherwise, this is the rest of the team that will play. Ralston and Taylor in at full-back. Vickers will definitely play. The midfield picks itself. Jota and Kyogo are definitely the manager's favourites and will be playing. J. Cole, my man. Fist bump, good to see you. Have a look at Yataro Ado, linked to Hearts. When he starts for Kobe, he looks good. Might have to pick him up for SO5. Yeah, I seen that report coming out earlier today, and he's been called the Japanese Mbappe. I don't expect any big scores in China this game week. No extremely favourable matchups. And some teams have had COVID problems, so may not even feature. Nice bit of intel there. Lunike, thank you very much for that. Fist bump. Hitate should be more than 60%. Yes, he should be, isn't he? He is. But I think he's got Turnbull there at 40, and I can get the rationale behind that. But yeah, I would probably push Rio up to like the 80-90% mark as well in terms of certainty. I would go along with that. But I think it's going to be a great game week for Celtic fans and for Celtic card holders across Sorare itself. And I'm going to check back in on the prize pools because some of these are telling me that they are appearing now. They are showing. So let's go and have a peek. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Just hit a wee refresh. Yeah, I'm not getting it, man. I ain't getting it. Now, in Sorare NBA, I was actually quite excited coming into this game week because I had some nice looking teams, but wow, this was the most DNP-ridden basketball game week I've had. Gobert, the guy that's in with Sorare, he DNP'd. Sexton DNP'd, which hurt me for a few cards. Lowry DNP'd. And Harris DNP'd. So what's that, 4 or 5 different guys? Absolute killer. I have a tough decision on Turnbull as my only mid. Yeah, he definitely subs on Surface. There's no way that Turnbull does not feature in this game, in my opinion. Especially if he's your only option. To look at the prize pools, go. If you have the app, they're on there. Are they on the app? The app wasn't really working too great for me throughout the Global Cup and stuff. There's a bunch of messages in the Telegram group. Sorry guys, I'll catch up with these when I'm done on stream today. Maeda and Taylor are in the tier 2 pool for All-Star. Yeah, I did see there some Celtic cards in there. I think also Juranovic is in the Challenger pool. And there was some decent tier 2s there Celtic-wise. Yeah, like Jens and Taylor. And I think maybe even Maeda's in there. Maybe even Turnbull. But yeah, there's some Celtic cards floating around. To look at the prize pools, go to the Global Cup prize pool and change from overall to the game week. No, Henzo, I'm not trying to look at the Global Cup. I'm trying to look at the actual prize pools for the upcoming game week. So what I should be able to do, Henzo, is go into here, which is the next game week coming, click on any of these, and in this prize pool section, it should show me tier 1s, tier 2s, what the podium is. I'm not seeing any of that. So yeah, maybe they're on the update process of updating that. Trying to build a Hearts team, but when fully fit. Yeah, I think that'll be the case as well. These teams that do get quite big squads, it will be hard to judge who plays when and that kind of thing. But I do think in the Scottish League, particularly for teams like Hearts, it should normally get into Europe. But obviously have been eliminated thus far and have aspirations of getting there again. In the SPFL, teams play their strongest teams as often as they possibly can because they have such thin budgets that they can't really afford to take rotational risks and chances because until you're, like, we seen with Dundee United last year, when Tony joined in the January transfer window, they were like 8th or something, and they finished and they got into the Europa Conference League, you know, or the Conference League it was. So the SPFL, you can't write anything off. Every team will play their strongest team they possibly can every week, in my experience, in my opinion. It happened to me loads last week. Okay, but I can't go into Global Cup from here, which is a pain in the bum. And yeah, I think on recent content as well, guys, I was talking about, you know, getting targets in and all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing the lineup builders like mad. And I feel that, you know, this was a bonus game week as well that I was not expecting to come in. This was only one that got confirmed very recently. And I feel that, you know, look at these scores that the guys could be getting. Yeah, I think I'm right in amongst it this week for that. And yeah, we'll just have a wee... I say there's no point in having a look at historic scores, I suppose, on Sorare Data Lineup Builder, because for the 4-man teams and for the sort of week that we have, they probably won't show a lot of accuracy. When I list a player for sale, I think they go into manager market. How do I sell them on bidding? Johnny TH, you can't do that yet. We can't do bundle listing and we can't do auctions. It only is fixed price selling is the only thing available at the moment on the Sorare secondary market. My brother just got Prince Ampem, and he is good. If you haven't seen him, he's a good shout. Anna SH, that's a good shout. And I'll keep my eyes open for him. I'm always looking for new names, new up-and-coming talent, and that sounds like a great one. So, thank you very much. Excellent. So I think, yeah, in terms of football, most of you guys are probably excited to see where the teams are going. I know a lot of other Celtic cards and a lot of other Celtic, what's the word? Galleries clubs are going to be going for Challenger, but I'm going for All-Star, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of other people going for All-Star that maybe like Surface have a Celtic player or two. Maybe you've got a Chinese player or something. Maybe you've got some Coventry players. Maybe you've got a Daryl DK and a Tom Rogic for West Brom or whatever. So I do expect there to be some wacky and wonderful teams. And yeah, I'm really hopeful for this game week that we can get right back in amongst it like a dog eating beetroot. But when it comes to NBA, I'll probably, guys, I'm going for about 20 minutes or so. I'm kind of, my brother just got, I'm cautious of doing NBA because I know some of you guys aren't into it, and I don't want to scare you off or anything. But I'm going to build my NBA teams now because it's on my mind. We've only got 5 hours to go until the deadline. This is the most optimal time to be on Sorare Data to do the lineup builder. And with some of the statistics that we've got here, it makes it idiot proof. And by idiot proof, I mean me proof. But yeah, the deadline is in 5 hours. So this is normally a great time to get some intel and see what's going on. Now, at the moment, we've got 1,800 entrants in Contender. Just under 5,000 entrants in Champion. And I think these are the divisions that I should be targeting. I've seen the things about Celtic Parks having burst pipes and stuff like that. I hope the game is not in dispute as a result of it, and hopefully it goes ahead without incident. But I think I do build my rare contender team first, because my guys at rare level certainly are not big hitters. I'm looking for guys that have good L10s, maybe a good fixture coming up, that sort of thing. So let's have a look at the difference. Do we have, right, so Lonnie Walker, Sexton is maybe back. I don't know if I want to touch Sexton until I know he's back. So we can put Lonnie Walker in quite easy enough. But then, yeah, the rest of my guys... So it's this number here. I want greens. And these are all yellows and ambers, really, aren't they? We could play Sexton. We had a hamstring strain. He might DNP'd. Maybe he comes back for these games, but I'm not... Yeah, I'm not going to risk him. So if we use Walker, we've got 88 points for 4 spots, which is an average of like 20-odd. Do I have any low-scoring guys? And again, guys, this is like good practice for football for when the Cap 240 mode comes in, you know? So what I'm now hoping for, so I've got my big guy in with a big plus. Now I'm looking for small guys that probably don't let me down, but might help me out. So this Eubanks guy is on for 15 odd minutes or so. Yeah, I think he could be decent to go in there. Mathurin we like. He's got a low score. So we've picked 3 players. We've got 49 left. So we can average out 24.5 over the last 2. So if I did pick somebody like a Trey Jones, who's got 2 games and on good form and all the rest of it, that leaves us about 18. So then I could get this Damian Lee guy in, who I just won. Who's on for 16, 17 minutes. Malik Monk, he's a wee bit over, isn't he? Yeah. And then we've got guys like Roddy with 1 game. We've got Hauser. I think I maybe go Roddy. And that saves me 4 points. Can I upgrade somebody else with that additional 4 points? I could probably turn my Thurin into smart if I did that. So if we take out My Furin. No, I can't. Smart's 29. Yeah, so I think that's probably the rare contender team that I go with. We'll just lock that in and save it, and then we'll jump over here and we'll just pick it. So we had Trey Jones, we had Mafurin, we had Lonnie, we had Eubanks, and we had Roddy. Cool. So that's my rare contender team. Let's cross our fingers. I'm not too excited about that, but let's cross our fingers and toes. The next one I'll build will be limited champion because I can win rares with these cards, and I have some slightly better options here. Again, the first tab I'm going to hit is the difference, and I want to see if I get any big hitters. Again, it's just Sexton, which I'm not too excited about. So then the next tab I'm going to filter by is the actual who's going to score the best. And wow, I don't have... Okay, so that's still showing rares. We don't want them. We only want limiteds. So let's see. We've got Halliburton about to bomb on his. Banchero's about to have a good uplift. Oh, hold on. Oh, so we've got Christian Braun. Lovely. And Kyle Anderson. Oh, fantastic. Right, so I think I can probably squeeze those two guys in. As you can see, their scores are massively in favour of having a good game week. And then, let's see, Halliburton will go in as the MVP. I could probably squeeze in Banchero there for a 37. And then Janet Allen is on for a 35. That leaves me with 27 points, man. Jumping jimmies. I could probably do better than Braun then with 32 points left over. And probably bring in Trey Jones. Yeah, that's quite an exciting team. I'm quite excited about that. So we'll save that. Halliburton doesn't have the best game, and as an MVP is quite a weak option this game week. But I don't mind that because the rest... So we had Banchero, Allen, Anderson, Jones. Banchero, Allen, Anderson, Jones. I think I'm really happy with that team, and I hope that can do something in limited champion for me. So then that takes me, from there we then go to limited contender, I suppose. Since I've got that Braun, who's still got a huge elf 10 average. Jalen Duran is doing well. He can come in there. Lonnie Walker is good for it too. And Jaden Ivey is another rookie who's good for it. That leaves us with 42 points left over, man. I could really have anyone come in here now. And this makes me tempted to go all rookie again. Which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go all rookie and limited contender. So we'll drop Banchero out of here. Harris is back in. So screw it. Let's just put Harris in there. 2 points over now all of a sudden. Harris is too heavy. I don't know. I suppose I can keep Harris in. And then I can swap Trey Jones. Oh no. I don't need to worry about him. I could probably play... Yeah. Let's go for Smart. And then we drop Trey Jones, and we can bring in him. Lovely. There we go. That's maybe a wee bit stronger. Let's hope. So let's change that around a little bit. You probably wonder, what the fuck are you doing, Quinny? But we'll see. I'm going to get a full team again of rookies out, which I very much enjoy doing. So let's save that again. And then when we go to limited contender, I've got my 3 rookies there already. I can play my big Banchero rookie. And that leaves me still with 31 points, man. That's mega. Best projected score. And then got my food in here. It'll be right under it. Let's just play him. Let's just play my food in here. Or should I play the best player, actually? I'm now getting a bit... Who could I put in? A 31 point? I could play Trey Jones here. Screw it. Let's play Trey Jones. That feels like a really big and powerful contender team, doesn't it? So we've got all rookies plus Trey Jones. So we've got Banchero. We've got Ivy, we've got Duran, we've got Braun, and then Trey Jones. Oh, I didn't swap Trey Jones in the last one then, did I? Trey Jones for Harris, there we go. And then we can bring in Trey Jones in here. So yeah, it was Banchero. Did we play Mafurin? We did play Mafurin. No, we didn't. Ivy, Duran, Braun, and then finally Trey Jones. Lovely. There we go. Nice. Right, cool. So that means the final team that I'll be picking is my rare champion. And I don't think I can actually get any limiteds into this anymore, actually. Yes, it's only rares. So I'm just picking who I've got left over, really. It's not got a hope in hell, but we'll just submit it and we'll throw it out there anyway. Awesome. Now, the next team, guys, and if you do have Sorare NBA, you should be doing this if you can. So Common Champion is one of the biggest, best divisions to be rocking about. And let's check the big differentials. So I've got Ooft. That's nice. That is nice. Right, okay, let's hang him in there first. And then let's see, can we fill in? So I could put LeBron, Sabonis, Durant. And these guys have got little injury scares. I'm going to try and avoid them. And then I could get in Zach LaVine. How many points? I'm 25 over. So let's drop Zach LaVine. We've got 12 points left. So who... Oh, there we go. Lovely. That's a lovely team, isn't it? So Muscala and Williams. And they're in the same team. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's kind of cute. So Common Champion. And then I wonder if I put in OK for Oklahoma. No, it's not. Thunder, maybe? Thunder. No. I don't know what that team's called. But let's go and pick them out first of all. So, was it Giddy? No, it wasn't Giddy, was it? It was Muscala and Williams. That crap-looking team. Muscala. Sorry if you're from there and you like that team, sorry. But I just don't like their badge. So, we've got Muscala. And, no, it's not that Williams, is it? So, let's see. Where are you? It's Kenrick Williams, that guy. And then Muscala. There we go. And then we were going to the top, weren't we? We were picking out LeBron, Sabonis, and Durant. Sabonis and Durant. Lovely. Let's cross our fingers and toes that one pans out. And then Common Contender. This will be the last NBA team that I build. And if you're bored out of your mind with this, I'll be coming back to football. But as soon as I do this, there we go. And then I'm just looking for the big differences. So we've got Damian Jones, Willie Hernan Gomez. Rudy Gobert's got an injury thing, so I'll probably avoid him. Jalen Duren, the rookie, we need to play him. How many points we got? Like 73, man. So we could play... Wow. I'm just going to play Paul George and Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. Just put both of them in. I know they're injury risks, but they're big hitters. Paul George, Rudy. And then who are the other guys? Let's give it this Bambi tabs. I keep coming back to it by accident. Damian Jones, Willie Hernan Gomez, and Jalen Duren. So let's see. We've got... Jalen Duren should probably come up first, because his L10 is a bit higher. Jalen Duren, Willie Hernan Gomez, and then Damian Jones. Willie Hernan Gomez, and then Damian Jones. Lovely. That's a fun contender team, I think, isn't it? Excellent. And then I'll fire training out once... What's this all offense? Do I have enough to put a team out for that? I don't think these guys are playing on. Why is Wiggins... Oh, he must be injured because he's not coming up in my lineup builder. Yeah, not worried about these other divisions just yet. And then in training teams, I'm just going to throw out these ones dead quickly while I've got you guys here. And I'll do any common training later on. But I don't want to bore you with training. It's just dead easy, click and go, which is kind of nice, but it's annoying when you need to do it every bloody week. Be nice if they could actually save training teams from one team to the next. It would make everything just that little bit easier. Awesome. Are you guys playing NBA? Let me know. And let me catch up with a live chat. Kobayashi fit to play? He probably is, but I don't think he will be. I'm into the NBA. Let's do it, Quinny boy. Santa's boys, where are you going this game week? How do you think my teams look? I don't know, mate. Oh, yeah, these are all kind of talking about Celtic. Surely Coventry and West Brom players play second division as its only game. Yeah, probably. Quinny, you rejected my offer. Oh, was that the... Were you trying to donate the Wayne Hennessy? I had... I'm sorry, mate. I can't take any more donations because there's some people actually rejecting the... Somebody rejected my Nuruddin. Somebody rejected something else. So I can't take any more prizes to give away because some people don't actually want them. Going for Hart, Taylor, McGregor, Kyogo, and Ralston this week, says Matt McCann. That sounds like a solid team. Not too much rotation risk for you there, I don't think, buddy. More star and tier 1 available in All-Star. Ooh! So have they updated it? They must have heard me. Have they updated it? I still can't fucking see anything, man. Brr. Brr. But yeah, let me know. I'm playing NBA Sorare. Love it. Surface, how are you getting on with it? You're a man that knows the numbers, and obviously you're a local, so I expect you to do pretty well. How are you getting on with it? When do we got NBA game? When do we get? I'm guessing that is. I've not got any, but we should have them. Kind of by nowish is when I would expect them. Maybe Damian Lee is a good player. Just picked one up. Booker is out injured for a game. Is that the little rare guy that I won? Damian Lee. Solid, mate. Ryan Wilkinson, thank you. But yeah, if you're doing anything with NBA, let me know. So I'm quite hopeful for this midweek we could get some amazing football action and basketball action. And then when we're doing our reward openings later in the week, we could have tons of fun with multi-sport, tier 1, stars, rares, limiteds, maybe even a super rare if we get our way with the prize pools. I'm talking about stars and tier 1s, of course. Now I was meaning there's more stars in tier 1s in comparison to Challenger. Got you. Goodwin on his way to Celtic as new manager. Never score. We would never have Goodwin coming in at this point in the season to replace Ange. I'm kind of on the fence with it, to be honest. Bought lots of cards, but I think it's mostly just luck. So Surface, I have a similar experience to you. Like, I bought all my cards for NBA quite early on, and then I thought, shit, I didn't buy enough OP limiteds to play with the rares. I've not got any power rares to activate a champion team, whatever. But I think, like, yeah, you just kind of need to know your lane a bit better. But this is what I'm telling myself, certainly, is knowing my lane a bit better with Sorare NBA and focusing on the contender competitions, focusing on the ones where other people are not going to be putting their big OP cards. And, like, this is, like, me taking my own medicine here, because when I set my sights on this rare contender division, like, so in football, we get tier 0 is the best tier, but in basketball, the best tier is tier 1, right? So I might be a wee bit off for you, but that's kind of where it's at. So, oh yeah, I was going to say all the tiers are gone, but no, they are still here. But I think I would much rather be in rare contender and fighting for tier 4, tier 3, tier 5 cards every game week than stressing myself out trying to go and get these L10 cheat codes and go and spend more money on improvements for the team. I'd rather just bob and weave. Like this game week, I've ended up with nothing from basketball. Let's check it. Let's check out SO5 stats, and then can we do it by? Do we see basketball cards here? I'm not sure we do. No, we don't. Don't see basketball cards here. No, we don't. Bench player, super sub. What's your opinion on Maeda? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm more happy to just kind of like accept, for example, that in this game week here, game week 17, I've did absolutely nothing. But when I scroll through the rest of these, like I've won a rare here, that was fun. I won a limited as well. 2 game weeks before, I think I done, yeah, won a rare again. Maybe won a limited as well. So I'm kind of happy just living in my lane in that respect. The gameplay was innovative for Sorare for sure, but something just isn't clicking for me on Thursday, Sunday. I often find that my guys have no chance and thus no reason to watch for a Sorare perspective. Yeah, well, again, like, I'm trying to get into basketball, and again, Surface, I very much feel like I'm in the same boat as you. Like, I set my team up, and I look at these projected scores that we get on the lineup builder, and yeah, I hope my guys do well, but I don't build this team thinking, oh, man, I need to stay up tonight and watch Antonio Spurs, or I need to stay up and watch the Clippers or the Lakers or something, because the team doesn't look that great. I'm just kind of plugging and playing and rolling with the punches, as it were. So I think me and you're very much similar in that respect, Surface Boy. But yeah. So I'm excited for the game week, guys. Still not getting any baseball stuff before these ask or anything. And there's plenty of plans coming out on the channel for more private league stuff, like I mentioned. We'll have a member stream on Wednesday. So there's been a bunch of new members on the channel recently. The memberships, if you haven't clicked onto it, it's £1 a month for £2 a month. On your local currency, don't need to give me any money or bank details or anything. That's all done through YouTube. We do a stream every Wednesday. You guys run the stream. You tell me what to do. I'll go and check out your team, build your lineups, check your review your gallery, whatever. Or we just sit and talk gibberish, whatever you want to do. All the details for that are in the description of the video and on the channel everywhere. But there's been a bunch of new members. We normally stream on a Wednesday, and we'll be back to the Wednesday member streams this week. And that's available to all the members. If you pay £2 a month, you get entered into extra giveaways. And all the giveaway winners from the Global Cup, there was 20 of them out of 59. They've all received their prizes today. And also in the £2 a month membership, we come into a Telegram group, which is just like WhatsApp. Again, you don't need to give me your phone number or anything like that. And we're just in there all the time talking about players and all that good stuff. Liam King has been a member for 3 months, my man. Fist bump, thanks very much for sharing. Hello, Quinny. Thanks again for... Got a rare Otamendi from rewards. Congratulations, Liam. That's fucking fantastic. Is this a good week to sell Starfelt rare? Yeah. If you want to sell him, this is a good time to sell him. Because people think he's back in again, and he might not be. So yeah, if you were thinking about it, this is probably a good time. But you do run the risk, of course, of him being in as a starter. But with Jens and with Kobayashi, I don't see Starfelt being the starter forever. In Celtic or even in this season in general, you know. Because I think Starfelt's the oldest of those centre-backs, and Celtic are very much in that Moneyball syndrome at the moment. And Starfelt is just the most logical guy to go, in my opinion, you know. Oh, so the Unique McGregor went on auction. It went for just under 4 ETH. So it doubled on what I bought mine for, which is cool. And ETH and in fiat, which is cool. And there's a bunch of these here. Oh, Surface to Air Missile, thank you very much for the super chat. I very much appreciate that. The fist bump, Surface, I fucking love you, by the way. What a great super chat. Thank you very much. ZM Star has been a member for the foundation for 4 months. Thank you very much. And Liam King has upgraded from being a season ticket holder, that's what STH stands for, into being a foundation member. So Liam, thank you very much. And Jay Coyle, welcome to the FC Barcelona Foundation to yourself as well. If you jump on to... I'll actually show you where this is. But if you jump on to, if you're a member, you go into the main channel, you'll be able to see everything by your membership status, okay? But if you go into, is it the members tab? Yeah. If you go into the members tab, like I've just done here on the channel, you'll scroll back and you can find the Telegram group. If you're in the £2 a month membership, you'll be able to see the link for it. I will be reposting it shortly. So it does stay at the top here, or it goes back to the top and you can kind of find it. As well as all the other stuff as well. Rico Man, fist bump, thanks for joining us. So if you're interested in that, hit the membership tab or the community tab on the channel, and you can see all the different posts about when we're going live and all that good stuff as well. If you do miss the members streams, there's a playlist on the channel for all the members, and it's all the member stuff there. So see, as soon as you become a member, you can actually, let me go and pull it up, but you can actually go in and check out all the old member stuff if you want. So you've got access to all of that, as well as, of course, all the bloody playlists that are on the channel anyway. I can't find it in here. I'll make sure it's nice and easy and available. I've got the Sorare Data guys back on. But yeah, I'll get that. So again, in both these tabs, I do the post for saying we're live now. And if you miss it, you can always check it out again at your convenience. Got rare Gedson Fernandez for playing a team with Considine, Ash Taylor and Ali Crawford. Old but gold. About €50. That's lovely. Score. I'm looking forward to seeing that team come out. Ali Crawford is one of these guys that has got dynamite in his boots, and it was good to see that he got player of the week this week and he got a nice goal, because he's somebody that when he first broke onto the scene at Hamilton, I thought he was actually going to have a pretty decent career and might have went for a bit of money, but it's just kind of stalled and his career's never really taken off. But good to see you've got him. Good to see he's back in form. Are we getting a press conference for the game this week? So ZM Star, I am going to be doing the press conferences again. But what I found, right, and your feedback on all this, guys, is very much appreciated, right? But what I found with the press conferences is the first one was funny and we all enjoyed it. And it was a lot of work getting the foreign voices in and cutting it and editing it and everything. And I did another one or two of them and you guys didn't really seem to watch them as much. I don't think they were as funny. The novelty definitely kind of wore off. But what I want to do on a Friday is I want to do one of those press conference videos every Friday and maybe do it. It will be so rare. It will be about the teams and I'll be, you know, FC Barcelona, the manager kind of character, as it were, you know, talking to journalists. That'll be the kind of vibe we give it. But what I want the content to be is predictions. Who's going to win, who's going to play, who's going to start, who's going to score, the surprise of the week, the upset of the week, you know, things like that are going on. And ideally, I can have that out before deadline, you know. So again, because it's a press conference kind of vibe, I kind of want that to become an early Friday morning kind of thing where you tune in. Maybe it's a bit of a giggle. Maybe you pick something up before the deadline locks. That's the kind of vibe I'm going for with that. So if you've enjoyed the press conference content, let me know any feedback you've got on it and any feedback on what I just said there if you think that sounds like fun or whatever. Is Tatum back? I hope so. Harry Trades, my man. Good to see you. Boom. The boy. So I think, yeah, press conferences will be back. And I've also got... so the way I'm working myself up, guys, is the channel... I've got some really good content arms ready to go. And as soon as I've kind of worked out the bugs and the kinks on them, because as I said to you about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and as you'll be seeing now on the channel, what I've been doing is going into the archives of Quinny 3001 and pulling out all the content I loved making. And I thought, do you know what? This is absolutely packed with great info for anyone. And I'm redoing them all and kind of refining it and repackaging it and making it modern and current. And those videos have already started to come out. I hope you enjoyed the masterclass thing that went out, because that was a lot of fun to make. In the first place, that thing was a 6-part playlist, and I made it into one video now. So I hope you enjoy that. But I've got another like 5 or 6 of those videos coming out where it is like tried and tested Sorare advice brought into today, and then put through that lens of you're either on day 0 or you're within your first 6 months. It will help you, kind of thing. So once those videos get out, you'll then know on this channel exactly what happens on a Monday to Friday kind of thing and all the rest of it. Yeah, so we called the price for the unique McGregor on Sorare data kind of by accident. So let's go and have a look. Let's see who actually won it. And oh, my NBA, that's fine. Let's see who won it. I know they paid just under 4 ETH. I know McBride was up for it. Seguin went for it. Wonder who was involved in the auctions. That would be interesting. But yeah, he went for double. What mine went for, I don't. So see, the thing I love about my McGregor and what I love about season 1 McGregor is he's got that captain's armband in the picture, which I love. But the design on these uniques with that kind of oil stain kind of thing, I do love it, man. So it's a very nice unique. Seguin's not going to be selling that anytime soon, I don't think. And yeah, my guy, have I got much of an advantage over him? 12% X, 12 levels. But I don't know. No, I don't. We're in the exact same boat. I got mine. I have been kind of fucked over with this McGregor, haven't I, by Sorare, really? Like, this McGregor came out. When did I get it? The 21st of April, which is at the back end of the season. And then the first time he bangs 100, I've not been able to use him. And because he scored 100, Sorare then sell his new season unique. So there's now 2 McGregor uniques out there. I've not had fuck all of a chance to win anything with this guy yet. I've had fuck all of a chance to actually level him up significantly so that I'm actually in a better position than this McGregor. So I do feel kind of shit that way. But plenty of things have went my way before, so I don't mind when... Not that I don't mind, but when things don't go my way, I'm not as upset about it, because I'm always quite mindful of when things do go my way in that respect. And it is whale problems. We're talking about unique utility and having competitive edge against the field. But that means this Seguin prick has now got a fucking McGregor unique before this game week. And where is he going to play him? Where is he going to play him? What other cards does he have? Upcoming game week. Oh, what a filter, by the way. Oh, cool. So he's probably going... He's going D1, isn't he? He's not got a keeper. He's not got a keeper. So he's probably going to play a 4-man stack of Vickers, McGregor, Abada, and Duke. He's going to play a 5-man stack in D1 with no goalkeeper. That's what he's going to do. That's fine by me. I can live with that. Makes me feel a wee bit better. I don't need to worry about him this game week, but I'm going to need to worry about him every other fucking game week, and he's got better cards than I do. He's got better Celtic cards than I do. Alan Burberry, fist bump, my man. 100% the armband is beautiful. And that was one of the things that I really... Because I know getting a captain's armband in a picture doesn't happen that often. So when the McGregor came out, that was a big part of the reason why I was hot for it. And I had to make the deal happen, because it's like... What a beautiful card. He will retire a 1-club man. There's no doubt in my mind about that. He will be the record appearance maker for Celtic. He'll be one of the greatest captains of all time. I've got no doubt about that. So to get probably what will be one of the only pictures of him in a Sorare card with the armband is beautiful. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing, guys. I've really worked myself up. I'm really just now looking forward to the game week locking in. But I want to see the fucking prize pools, man. Still can't see them. What a bummer. Right, Quinny, moan. Well, go do him and... Oh. Yeah, let's go and find Seguin. Let's go and find him and, yeah, take his McGregor off him. That's what Jay Coyle was suggesting, and I'm all about that. I'm only joking. I don't conduct violence. I do not condone violence on this channel or encourage it. But if we were to get 2 unique McGregors through some inconspicuous circumstances, then I'm not going to complain. Quinny, what was I on about? Is how to fix seeing the... Oh, sorry. Okay. So what do I need to do? You say go to the Global Cup first? Oh. Hide locked. To go to the past game week. To fix... Go to the past game week. Yep. Go to the Global Cup prize pool. Oh, okay. Ah. Okay. This is brilliant, by the way. If you just saved me. Hence, I'm so sorry for thinking that you weren't on the same page as me. When you were on the same page the whole fucking time. What a guy. Right, cool. So we've got a tier 2 podium. Yes! Tier 2 podium to chase down. And the wish list is in. Oh, the cards have changed. The cards have changed a lot. Kramaric would be fun. Another Koa Takura, maybe. Lienhart, maybe. Hadzimetovic, yes, I would take that. Greg Taylor, I would take another one. Maeda would be fun. Grant Hanley, I would be very excited about for the Scotland international stuff. A Stefano Sensi would be cool. Biscuits, Bale would be brilliant. Angelino, brilliant. And I think, yeah, once we get in here, there is some guys. Vinny Souza, brilliant tier 2. Nico Elvelde, brilliant tier 2 to be winning. And I think it's a really deep pool, but at the top there, it has changed quite a bit. And as I scroll down here, we're kind of getting lost in the weeds. I see a Viviano, I see a Rongier. There's some okay cards further down here, but it is a real bag of jaggies. Renato Sanchez, Jose Maria Jimenez. You really could get anything or nothing. But yeah, I think there's enough in there to be hopeful that I could get a bit of RNG luck if I was to finish on the podium, which I'm quite hopeful that I do, of course. And yeah, no one else was really jumping out at me here. We're about halfway down the prize pool. I would hope I wouldn't get anyone shit, you know, like right down at the bottom or something. And then, so let's have a look at All-Star Rare Pro. So we've got 10 cards here, 2 stars, that's it. And because there is going to be super rares in here, I'm not messing about with that division too much. I'm trying to go for where the odds are stacked in my favour. There's no stars in under 23, but I think, again, avoiding the super rares for me is better to go here with my 4-man effort than to go here, where there is only the podium paid out, but there is a top dancer of a star. And then an all-star rare, again, no super rares to worry about. There is ETH thresholds to be won here. And if we break the top 50, we'll get a card. If you were to win the thing, you get the star. For a 4-man effort, I'm not expecting to win, but we do win the ETH threshold. And can we get some cards on top? Would be lovely. An all-star limited, top 5 get stars. So I'm more hopeful of getting a tier 1 here, because I think the combination of all the Celtic players starting to get decisives will be achieved by somebody in this division, and it might not be me, and I'm quite willing to accept that. You can have my SR Kramaric for 0.6. I'd happily win one, Gaza. Not in a position to be picking up another. I need a champion Euro forward that's rare, more than a super rare one at this point in time. Yes, Henzo! We're in it together, my man. Love it. So I think I'm quite hopeful for a tier 1 out of All-Star, I suppose. In this second division Europe, I think maybe I don't get a card, right? But I think I could if... Oh, no, it was Challenger Europe, sorry. So it was 100 cards, that's why I went for that. So 100 cards. Yeah, I'm not too sure we'll get into anything better than a tier 3, potentially. But if we get some goals and decisives throughout that team, we probably could. Unfortunately, going to take me some time to build solid Sorare profile. It will take time, Igor, but I think you might be surprised at how much time it takes, especially once you get a nice little run the results together, because the biggest periods of growth that I've had on my club is after you get some wins. You know, you need to build the club, you need to build the team that will go out there and do well, of course, but when they all hit form and when they catch, you get a couple of wins on the bounce. That's the impetus, that's the fuel that accelerates your club. It's not necessarily always derived from acquiring more cards yourself from the market. It can be from trading as well as hustling and grinding. So if you think it's going to be take your time to build a solid Sorare team, you're in the exact same situation as what I am with basketball. You've just got to kind of pick your battle. Know this game week isn't going to be yours, and kind of wait for the ones that do come up, and then make sure you go at it hard, because that's what I'm doing this game week. Like, for football, I could bin this super rare team. I could bin all of these teams in theory, and I could look at this All-Star Pro that only has 10 cards, and I could probably build a team that you would consider to be in amongst... Midfield's is the tricky bit, really. That's why I've not done it. I could play a team like this, but one DNP, one guy off the bench, and for a 10-card prize pool, it's just not going to happen. So I know this is only a 5-card prize pool, but again, McGregor, the unique, definitely plays. Taylor definitely plays for me. Rio definitely plays also. And Keel. Anyway, so I think I've just got less question marks. I have 2 SR forward I could lend you if you're looking. No, I've not got the goalkeeper surface. I've not got the goalkeepers to back them up, but I do appreciate the effort. I'm going Hart, Taylor, Calmac, Jota, CCV, Daniel C. That is a beastie, a teammate. Good luck. Got Shamal, George, Ralston, Hatate for my first ever game week. Will I get top 50 in Common League 2? I hope so, Royal Mint. I really hope so. I have 3 Celtic Commons this game week in casual. Brilliant, Dylan. I hope they smash it for you. That could be good, because it is going to be a Celtic party this game week. And I hope you guys that stick in with the content here on the channel have tons of fun and win the rewards that you should be getting this game week. This is the Play Sharper expected 11. My expected 11 doesn't really vary from this, but I do think the right wing position is an absolute 3-way coin toss between Abada, Maeda and Haksabanovic. And Starfelt and Jens, I think, is a coin toss for this game. We'll see. If Starfelt starts this, I think Starfelt starts the rest of the games up to and including the Rangers game. And if it doesn't, then it is going to be dice rolls every week for who's going to be in centre defence for Celtic. But the midfield picks itself. And yeah. Magic, guys, I've had a lot of fun today. I think the teams are set. We have a wee gander. I think the teams are set for the NBA. The teams are set for football. We've had a great time on the stream today, guys. There's going to be there's videos locked and loaded for the rest of the week. I've already told you about all the great content that I think I've made that I hope you enjoy over the next coming days and over the week. I'll be live on Thursday, getting ready for the first weekend game week. Regular live stream co-pilot, Harry Trades. I think he's in the house. He should be joining me for Thursday. There's no reason why Harry wouldn't, unless he's dumped me or something. I don't know. But we should have Harry back on board for Thursday to get into the weekend stuff, and we can do all the fun game week prep. And Product Podcast will be going out this week as well. We've got a really exciting guest that might be on this week, and if he is, that'll be great. But if he isn't on, he'll be on next week. So watch out for the Product Podcast this week, as well as all the other stuff. Do you think Mukhtar will get a forward card? Moldy, great question. I think... Let me check what I think. This is how I try and work this stuff out, okay? So if I go to SofaScore, and he gets all the fanny. Mukhtar, what do they have him as? They have him as a forward. Now, SofaScore, this is a wee pro tip for you, I guess, if any are new. But SofaScore, so every like football data vendor that's out there, SofaScore, WhoScored.com, Flash Scores, fucking you name it, most of them use OptaStats, but not all of them. SofaScore does use OptaStats, and a lot of the stats that they actually display are very closely the stats that Sorare use. So SofaScore is a really good model for this, and that's why I come here to check what position they have him as, because that will be derived from Opta, and that is what Sorare uses. If we look at Florian Wirtz, for example, they've got him back as being a midfielder, and I'm not surprised that he now has midfielder cards back and available again. So Hanny, who gets all the fanny, is on as being a forward for me in the next season. Decided to sell Otamendi and go for a Craig Gordon, I think. Now, Craig Gordon, buyer beware, he's very old. I expect him to retire after the Euros for Scotland, if Scotland make it that far. What do you think of Arda Güler, the seventh? So Arda is very highly touted wonder kid type guy. Is he still in Turkey? The guy that I was going to buy when Turkey first came on, because he does have that real young wonder kid breakout situation. He's not too cheap. He's pretty expensive, man. There's so much speculation on a guy's his stats are quality, right? But again, against Dynamo Kiev, very weakened team. Against Larnaca, again, they're from Cyprus. 6-0 win. You get a goal line clearance, which is funny. And then again, 6-0 win, 2-0 win, 4-0 win. He's only playing in dominant fixtures. So his price is very misleading. And his stats are quite misleadingly promising, in my opinion. Very much someone to look at. Very much someone to consider and buy. But this is not a guy I'm buying secondary market. This is not a guy I'm paying top dot price for. And what I mean by top dot is on this kind of thing. So he's not quite top dot level at the moment, but he's not necessarily really that far away from it, particularly if we look at... No, I guess pound notes are pretty much the same. But yeah, this is the sort of price I'd be hoping to get a guy like this for. But he's just super hyped now, and he's U23 until 2029. Almost a full decade of U23 utility. I am considering selling my Unlimited and gambling on him getting a forward for next season. If you want the forward card, it's probably a gamble worth taking, I would suggest. But yeah, Arda Güler, good prospect, good upside, but a bit pricey for me. Limited is just under 100 quid. Maybe that's a bit more easy to stomach, as it were. But again, I wouldn't be... For the money you pay for him, is there someone better? It's kind of what I get to, you know. Awesome possum. Guys, I've had a great time. I hope you enjoy this game week if you have any cards running. If you don't, then wish me luck. I'll be probably doing I'll maybe do a wee watch along for the Celtic game, or... Yeah, maybe do a wee watch along for the Celtic game. I'll keep you posted on that. So the game's on Wednesday, I'm sure, and we're doing a member stream on Wednesday. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel, and I'll keep you up to date with what we're doing. Good luck this game week. I hope you had a great Global Cup, World Cup. Well done to all the winners of all the competitions, of course. Keep Drake calendar during the board. I would say yes. And yeah, if I don't see you for the watch along on Wednesday, and if I don't see you for the member stream, you'll catch the End Product podcast, and I'll see you for the live stream with me and Harry Trades on Thursday. Stay out of trouble, and I'll see you there.